In this video, I will talk about how I naturally reached 1272 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone. So here guys are my results, and you can see my total testosterone is 1272 nanograms per deciliter, and my free testosterone is 24.39 nanograms per deciliter. My SHBG is actually in a good range. That's why probably my free testosterone is also high. Also, guys, I have to say that this is not the first time that my testosterone is over 1000. I also had done other blood works in which my blood testosterone was high over 1000 as well. So, how I did it? Basically, I focused on supplements, diet, sleep, and training. Starting from supplements, the supplements I was taking in that period were maca, horny goatweed, ashwagandha, burdock, ginkgo biloba, boron glycinate, zinc chelated, shilajit, mucuna pruriens. Now, maca is actually not associated with an increase in testosterone, but usually with an increase in libido and in energy. But when I take maca in combination with boron glycinate, I see that my testosterone actually goes up. And the same happened the last year when I measured my testosterone, and my total was 1,100 nanograms per deciliter. Okay, so there is something in maca and also in boron that actually stimulates my testosterone. Also, horny goatweed is not for testosterone, but I take it for healthy blood circulation because it is a PDA5 inhibitor, so it works like Viagra, for example, but it's less potent. Ashwagandha also is very good for cortisol. In fact, I didn't check my cortisol, but I think that my cortisol was low at that period because to have this high testosterone, probably there is also a lower cortisol as well. I also was taking burdock for the first time, and I think also that burdock helped my testosterone as well. I'm not sure. Ginkgo biloba is a plus. I'm not taking for ginkgo biloba for testosterone because actually, from what I know, it does not boost testosterone, but it only increases blood flow. And I took boron glycinate for the testosterone boosting properties, particularly because boron increases free testosterone and lowers SHBG. So I think that boron glycinate actually can boost testosterone. Zinc also is a testosterone booster. Zinc also in a chelated form is better because it is absorbed better, and the same goes for boron glycinate, which is absorbed better. I also took shilajit, which, in my opinion, does not boost the testosterone, but this is my opinion. I'm not sure, but from what I see, I don't see dramatic increases in testosterone only by taking shilajit. Also, I was taking mucuna pruriens, and mucuna pruriens actually can increase the dopamine because it contains the precursor to dopamine, which is called L-dopa. And I usually do not take mucuna pruriens only for testosterone. I also take it for dopamine. But what I can see is that probably mucuna pruriens actually stimulates the testosterone production. What about the diet? The day before I was checking my testosterone, I had meat, okra, some vegetables, honey, Greek yogurt, milk, eggs, and extra virgin olive oil. But on average, from what I remember, on those days, I was actually eating lower calories alternating with higher calories. Particularly some days before I had some cheat meals and I was eating basically high calories. So the day before the blood test, I decided to eat lower calories and not a lot of carbs, okay? Because I wanted to actually balance my calories. And I thought that maybe by having my testosterone tested on the day following a lower carb diet and a lower calorie diet, my testosterone would be lower. But what happened is actually the opposite. My testosterone was really high. On average, what I suggest you eating is actually red meat, turkey, organs, chicken. So organs like liver, heart. You should also eat, in my opinion, fruits like raisins, bell peppers, and okra. These are basically the food that I was consuming mostly during the summer. I was also including some vegetables, so I suggest you to eat some vegetables. I also eat quite a lot of honey, guys. I also eat dairy like cottage cheese, milk, and cheese, generally speaking. But when I was in Greece on vacation, I was having a lot of Greek yogurt. Also, guys, I include eggs in my diet and extra virgin olive oil. Next, guys, is sleep. Now, I suggest to sleep between 7 and 9 hours. In particular, I suggest you to focus on good REM sleep, good deep sleep, and lowering cortisol at night. Because by lowering cortisol at night, which actually naturally lowers itself at night, because there is also an increase in melatonin, which supports your sleep. But by having lower cortisol at night, you basically sleep better and faster. So by having a good REM sleep, you actually produce more testosterone. Now, I also have to say that I track my sleep with a Xiaomi Mi Band, and I don't think it's the best way to track it because it shows that my REM and deep sleep are not long enough. Although I felt that in that period, I actually had good night sleeps. On average, I was sleeping between 7 and 9 hours. For example, one day I was sleeping more than 9 hours. On another day, maybe 5 to 6 hours. It depends. But on average, this is the sleep I was taking between 7 and 9 hours. Last, guys, is training. So I was doing around 4 to 5 days a week of weight training. I was walking a lot because I had a meniscus injury, and as a consequence, I could not run or do jiu-jitsu or do martial arts. So I was doing lots of walking, weights 4 to 5 days a week, hypertrophy slash strength training. In fact, I was doing maybe on one exercise less reps, like 5 to 6, on other exercises a bit more, like 8 to 10. I was training close or to failure. I was doing a normal volume, so not too high volume, and I was training around 45 minutes to 1 hour. I was not training legs because I had this problem with my leg, and as a consequence, I was basically training my upper body around 4 to 5 days a week. So, in conclusion, this is what I did in order to boost my testosterone. Maybe it was an exception, but on average, I see that also doing other blood works during the summer, I had also over 1000 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone. So, in conclusion, I think that by following these protocols, you will actually increase your testosterone levels. Okay. I also made other videos about how to boost testosterone. Okay. You can see in my videos. So, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you want, you can check also the other video that I made about how to boost testosterone. Thanks for watching.